Greetings from New York City. I'm Phil and we're running the bridges. This is a video series where we visit all the bridges in New York City that you can run across. The big, the small, the old, the new, the world famous icons, and the ones you've never even heard of. And today we are in the Howard Beach neighborhood of Queens, and we are visiting the Congressman Joseph P. Addabbo Memorial Bridge. And that is the full name of the bridge. I will just be calling it the Addabbo Bridge for short. It was named after Congressman Joseph P. Addabbo, who was congressman from this area between 61 and 86. But this is Cross-Bay Blvd that you see to my side. This is one of the major thoroughfares in Queens, one of the major northwest thoroughfares in Queens. And the bridge carries Cross-Bay Blvd over a section of Jamaica Bay to a little island called Ruler's Bar Hassock, which also contains the Broad Channel neighborhood. And you go further on, you go out to the Rockaways, to the beach, and we'll get to that on a separate bridge. But just a little bit of information about this bridge right now. It was a replacement bridge. The original bridge, called North Channel Bridge, I think it was built in the 20s, but it was a drawbridge, and when the bridge was open, when it was lifted, it was causing too much traffic buildup. So they built this replacement bridge between 1988 and 1991. So it's not terribly old. And it carries Cross-Bay Blvd. Cross-Bay Blvd is a large street. Right now I'm standing at the intersection of 165th Avenue and Cross-Bay Blvd. And so we'll get on there, but just a little bit of information about this area here. If you're running out here, Cross-Bay Blvd behind me to the north has a lot of restaurants, businesses, shops. It's a busy business area. If you're running, you can get fast food, coffee, pizza, donuts, ice cream, all your dietary needs can be met. Now, there is no subway station in the immediate area here. The closest subway station would be the A train at Howard Beach JFK Airport, which is a little ways off to the north and the east, or possibly the Aqueduct Racetrack stop on the A train also. But this could be a nice inclusion on a long run. And not too far up to the north, maybe like a mile and a half, is the Belt Parkway. And there is a greenway all along the Belt Parkway from here on west through Brooklyn, all the way out to Coney Island. And you can either go up to the north to hop on the belt there, or you can go on 165th Street, 5th Avenue here. There's a little park, Spring Creek Park. It's not recommended to run through that. It's actually closed right now. The pathways are closed, but you can run along the streets until you get to the belt. But we're going to take a little walk, and we'll do some walk and talk. So this bridge connects to, like I said, Ruler's Bar Hassock, which is a small island in the middle of Jamaica Bay. And it includes a quiet residential neighborhood called Broad Channel. And we'll visit that more when we get to another bridge, because we cross yet another bridge, the Cross-Bay Veterans Memorial Bridge, to get out to the Rockaway Beach area. But right now, okay, we're just walking towards the bridge itself, and I am going to just pause it here, and we'll show you when we get to the bridge itself. Okay, so as the intersection we were at before, that's just maybe a couple hundred yards up to the north. Now we're entering the bridge itself, and you see the sign, Congressman Joseph P. Addabbo Bridge. And there's a little park area, a little beach area, not a beach, a swimming beach area. But there's a little park area down here. A lot of people fish here. And this bridge actually, well, it's a little bit more of the technical information. Bridge 3,000 feet long, has a main span at the top of 275 feet, which sits 55 feet above the water. So it's not a drawbridge, but that's high enough to let all the ships through need to come through here. You won't see too many cargo ships, but you see yachts and fishing boats and so on. And So we are getting up here, and I'm going to show you. This was given an award by Transportation Alternatives, which is a cycling advocate group. And it was given an award because not only does it have a sidewalk, it has a sidewalk on both sides. I'm on the west side because this is the one that connects to the Greenway when you get to the other side. And I think it's more interesting and it has a nice view. And but this not only has a sidewalk, it also has a protected bike lane right there. And not only does it have a sidewalk and a protected bike lane, it has a fishing lane. So that side over there, that's where the fishermen and fisherwomen go. Fishing is very big here. Now when I'm running across the bridge, I stay to this side of this fence because that's where pedestrians are supposed to go. I don't see anybody fishing right there, so I'm going to keep staying along the water, along the railing. But when there are people fishing here, you know, the poles are spread out and everything like that, so best to stay over there on that side. But it's a beautiful view. And this is, again, part of Jamaica Bay. And you can see, I mean, it is off that way behind me. That's the Rockaways. That's a little peninsula that sits on the south end of Long Island. And this section, we're still in Queens. All this is still in Queens. And you can see, how do you see back right there? You see another bridge there. We'll get to that another time. That is the Gil Hodges Bridge, Marine Parkway Bridge. And besides that, you see behind me, right around there somewhere, you can see the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. So that's all Brooklyn way over there, way on the horizon there. That's all Brooklyn, and you can look behind, way off to the distance there. You can see the Manhattan skyline. It's really quite a view from here. All right, so that was a little bit of the view, and then I'll pause it here and we'll catch you on the other side of the bridge. Okay, and one other thing just to take note of. Right now it's January as I'm filming this, and it's pretty darn cold, and we've had some snow and ice, and you see some snow and ice on the sidewalk. I've been here before after a heavy snow, and the city does not clear this bridge. I've had to run across this in pretty deep snow that has been like partially melted and frozen over. It's not fun. So just take note, if you are running in the wintertime and there had recently been heavy snow, this is not going to be a fun run. But as long as I have you here, I want to show you something else on the other side of the bridge. And there, so that's so you can kind of see, that's where JFK Airport is. And you can see the control tower back there. And you see that other bridge behind me. That is the bridge for the A train. The A train goes out to Far Rockaways along that bridge, and being that it is a subway bridge only, we are not going to be covering it in this video series. But it's a nice ride to take that out to Far Rockaways. It's a long ways from Manhattan. It's a long ride out there from Manhattan, but you can also, what I've done in the past sometimes, take a one-way run, make a one-way long run, go out here, even from Manhattan or from Brooklyn or from Queens or wherever you want to start, take this pathway, take this bridge, and keep going out to Broad Channel and take the other bridge out to Far Rockaways, hit the beach, do it in the summertime, hit the beach, and then take the train back into the city. It's a really nice adventure. So again, I'm going to pause it because there's a long bridge. I'm not going to suggest you to it, but I'm going to pause it and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, I know it. One more view from the bridge because you do get a better view of the Manhattan skyline. See way in that group, in that cluster, that's Midtown, and the cluster over there is Lower Manhattan in World Trade Center. So this is an incredible bridge. And just another sweep of Jamaica Bay. It's really something. Okay, so we're across the bridge now on the south side of the bridge, and this is, again, a small island called Rulers Bar Hassock, which sometimes is called Broad Channel Island because of the Broad Channel neighborhood, which is a little bit farther down. And you can see there's a little park area here, and you know, people go fishing here a lot. And you can see again over there on the other side of the bay, Jamaica, the other side of Jamaica Bay is JFK Airport. But again, this island, Rulers Bar Hassock, it not only contains the Broad Channel neighborhood, but it also contains the Jamaica Bay Wildlife Refuge. Now, this whole area here around Jamaica Bay, including part of the Brooklyn coastline as well as including part of the Staten Island coastline, is part of Gateway National Recreation Area, which basically the area is along Jamaica Bay. Mostly water, a lot of shorelines. And within that, we have the Jamaica Bay Wildlife Refuge. And so this greenway, it's a couple of miles, and you can just kind of see that's where it goes. It's a nice smooth asphalt paving. There is a separate bike lane on the streets. I think a lot of cyclists just use this greenway here as well. And it's about 2 miles along this greenway until you get to the neighborhood of Broad Channel. And Broad Channel, it's kind of like a little village, almost like a little fishing village. Has some stores and places where you can refresh yourself. We'll delve more into that when we get to the next bridge. But again, this is a nice part of a long run. It's a way to include in the long run. A couple miles out here, we're talking several miles before you get from one place to another. And it's all here along Cross-Bay Blvd. You're right on the street the whole way, but you're separated. And the wildlife refuge has some nice pathways inside, walking pathways. You wouldn't want to run through there. But the wildlife refuge, this area is known for bird watching. Very good for bird watching. I've seen hawks here. They're fairly common. One time I saw a great big tortoise right smack dab in the middle of the pathway. So there's wildlife out here. Nothing dangerous. Nothing. But it's a nice area. And we're still in New York City. We're still in Queens. And just give you another look here. I don't know if I showed you. That's the bridge that takes the subway, the A train across. And you can see Jamaica. Oh, you can see there's a plane landing right there at JFK Airport. Anyway, so that is Congressman Joseph P. Addabbo Memorial Bridge. I hope you enjoyed the visit. I hope you come out here sometime. It's really worth a visit. Nice place to run. And in any case, thank you for watching. Hope to see you out here soon, and we will see where the wind takes us through the next one.